Oh my god. What is going on with these eggs? I just lost the whole egg on the... Happy Halloween! I'm Melinda and I'm cooking my way through Betty Crocker's 1971 recipe card library. And today we're throwing a spooky Halloween party for children. All right, this is the Spooks and Goblins Party card from Children's Party, Section F, and it's card number 18. And on the back of the card is a recipe for Black Cat Cupcakes. Betty says, carve a pumpkin, play spooky games, or come for an early supper and go on tricks or treats together. Masks or made-up faces and costumes are essential for this party. Basically, Betty has a whole bunch of ideas for different children's parties you can throw. I don't have any children, I don't know any children, so I'm gonna throw a party for myself and some other adult friends, but we're gonna have a children's party. Let's make adults children's parties happen. So we're gonna make the Black Cat Cupcakes, which you use gumdrops to make a cat on top of a normal cupcake. And then she has a recipe for fluffy frosting, so we'll make the frosting from scratch. It should be fun. Halloween party. Let's get started. All right, let's take a look at the ingredients for Black Cat Cupcakes. So we'll need a box of cake mix and of course the eggs, oil, and water that you use to make it. And then we'll need some food coloring for the frosting. And then for the frosting, we'll need 2 egg whites, some sugar, some cream of tartar, more water, and some vanilla. And then to decorate on top, we'll need black licorice gumdrops. All right, let's get started. All right, so the first step is to make a box of cake, I guess. Yeah, bake any flavor of our layer cake mixes. Okay, so I chose just a white cake. I don't know what flavor white is. Is it like not a flavor? Is it vanilla? Because I think they had a vanilla cake. No, they have like yellow and white. Okay, colors are not flavors, Betty. What is white cake? I don't know. But I thought it'd be better to go basic for this because the Black Cat licorice gumdrops that you're putting on top of it are gonna be like very flavorful. I don't love black licorice, but we're doing it. So I figured like you want something like kind of a baseline, and you're mostly tasting black licorice, right? Like you don't want chocolate and black licorice. That would be gross. So yeah, that's why I'm doing white cake, you know? Is white cake good? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna taste like anything. What is white cake? What are you, white cake? What else do we need? A cup of water. A cup of water. Okay, a half cup of vegetable oil. Okay, and then we need 3 eggs. So this is the first egg. 3 eggs, they're in. Okay, I've made the box cake mix before on this channel. Well, I made a chocolate cake using the cake mix on my Instagram feed. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should be, because sometimes I do recipes on there that you'll never see on YouTube. And then I did an episode called Rainbow Sherbet Roll where I used lemon box cake mix to create like an ice cream cake roll up. And I talked about the history of box cake mix during that episode, so you should check that out if you're interested in how, why, where, when Betty Crocker invented box cake mix. Do you like my costume? It's a pumpkin. I made this costume 6 years ago for our like work Halloween party, and I've worn it every year since to the work Halloween party. And it's kind of become a running joke, because she's like, well, Melinda's gonna show up in her pumpkin costume. I'm gonna call that. That cake batter's done. I don't know if it's been 2 minutes or not, but I'm feeling good about it. Okay, where are my cupcake pans? Okay, I got these black cupcake papers. Cute. Perfect for Halloween. It says 3 tablespoons per cupcake. What I like about this recipe and this episode of Unboxing Betty is that this feels like, I don't know, like before I did all my research, before I like, went on this deep dive into who Betty Crocker is and what she meant to women in the kitchen, like I knew of Betty Crocker as like the box cake mix. And like I thought of Betty Crocker as my mom making cupcakes to bring to my school Halloween party, So to like kind of go back to basics and like probably for the first time, I don't know if I've ever made cupcakes before, but like for the first time to kind of take a moment and reflect upon like what most of America knows Betty Crocker as like making cupcakes, and what my first experience with Betty Crocker growing up was. And this idea that like she made it easy for your mom to show up with a cool snack at your school. Okay, that's it, we did it. I'm gonna pop these in the oven. The box is 14 to 19 minutes, and then we'll be back. So while the cupcakes are in the oven, I thought we could prepare the decoration. So she says, decorate each cupcake with a gumdrop cat. Slice 1-inch black gumdrops horizontally into 3 slices. Use a small rounded slice for the head, largest slice for the body. Cut tail and ears from a 3rd slice. So I Googled licorice gumdrop, and this is the brand that came up, Crows. And apparently, yes, they are similar, exactly the same actually, in shape, size, and texture to Dots candy. Should I try one? I don't like black licorice. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's start working on these. Is this gonna be big enough? Like, this is gonna be a tiny little cat on this cupcake. This is the most delicate work I've ever done. Do I have to do this 24 times? Betty, I have to cut these 24 times? I'm gonna run out of room on my little plate. Okay, let's take a look at our cupcakes. Ta-da! See, they got a little brown. I think that means they're done. I loved Nightmare Before Christmas growing up. It's my favorite movie. I watched it all times of year, not just during Halloween or Christmas. My brother was obsessed with it too. Maybe my brother was the one who was like asking to put it on all times of year. But he always called Jack Skellington Pumpkin the Jack, which made no sense. I guess because at one point he has a pumpkin head, but and like Jack-o'-lantern, Pumpkin the Jack. I don't know. But yeah, let me know which movie I should watch. Comment below. Should I watch Hocus Pocus or Nightmare Before Christmas? And if you have a favorite Halloween movie, let me know. Maybe I'll watch that instead. Okay, done. So we're waiting for the cupcakes to cool completely before we make the frosting. They're almost there. So while we're waiting for them to cool, I thought we could do a little craft. This is the craft that I have prepared for my children's Halloween party with adults. And you'd think as a designer I would be able to come up with my own craft idea, but no, I just went to Paper Source and got this spooky spiders kit, which you can see I did a few of them earlier, and they're so cute. Like, I didn't think they'd be this cute. And there's still like room for creativity, within like your spiders design. But I feel like Paper Source really has figured something out, because this was like, I don't know, 15 or 20 bucks, and it's really just construction paper that's been pre-cut for me. Anyway, so what we have here is you have a body, you have a head, you have leggies, and then you have a bunch of different like paper colors and shapes to decorate with. And so I think I'm gonna do, for this spider, a Black Widow spider in honor of the Marvel character. Isn't it so cute? Yeah, I don't know, I thought this was gonna be lame, but I had so much fun making them. So I'm excited to see if my friends have fun tonight making them as well. So now it's time to make our fluffy frosting. So either she said that you could prepare Betty Crocker's fluffy white frosting mix as directed on package or make the fluffy frosting below. I have actually used the fluffy white frosting mix a couple times. I don't really like it. It's hard to find. It didn't work out well when I used it. And so I was excited by the opportunity to make it from scratch so I could figure out what the heck fluffy white frosting was anyway. And so I was excited to find that this card has the recipe to make Betty Crocker's fluffy white frosting from scratch. And basically what I've learned through my research is that her fluffy white frosting is basically a Swiss meringue. It's also kind of known as a 7-minute frosting or white mountain frosting. And it was really popular in previous decades. It's kind of fallen out of fashion, but it's something that like your grandmother probably made when you were younger. And a Swiss meringue uses egg whites and sugar over the double boiler to create the frosting. So we're gonna separate 2 egg whites and then we'll go over to the double boiler. Okay, so we have 2 egg whites. All right, so we have our double boiler going. And we're gonna add the egg whites, a cup and a half of sugar. Just wanna double check. A 1/4 teaspoon cream of tartar, a 1/3 of a cup of water. Now it says to beat on high 1 minute with electric beater. Zoom, zoom. Whoa, whoa. I realized that I read it wrong. You're supposed to beat it 1 minute before you put it on the double boiler and then 7 minutes on the double boiler, but I think I should just keep doing what I'm doing on the double boiler. We'll see what happens. I think we're there. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla, and then we're gonna beat it a little bit longer. Now I'm gonna add a little yellow and red food coloring to make orange. I don't know how much I'm gonna need, so we'll just take it one step at a time. Okay, I guess that's the best we can do. It's crazy to me how like crystallized it is on the sides of the bowl. I've never experienced anything like this. This is like science happening in front of our eyes. There's literally sugar everywhere. It's everywhere. Okay, so this isn't really necessary. And I recognize that. But I really wanted to put it in a piping bag and pipe it because, I don't know, I've never done it before. And this kit looks so fun to me. So I'm gonna take a piping bag. Look at that, I'm ready to pipe some stuff. I have to be careful because I did fill it too close to the top. I did do that, yeah. I was warned against it and I did it anyway. Okay. Okay, now it's time for the moment of truth. I'm gonna try to pipe on some of these cupcakes. This is me Googling stuff, I'm not an expert. But apparently there's 3 types of meringues: Swiss, French, and Italian. And a French meringue is what we made a couple episodes back for the lemon meringue chiffon cake. So that was a French meringue because you beat the egg whites off the heat and added sugar, raw sugar, little by little. And a Swiss meringue is where we beat the sugar and the egg whites all together at the same time on heat. And then the 3rd type of meringue, the Italian meringue, is where you beat the egg whites and you stream in sugar syrup. Okay, I think I'm done. Okay, now I've segregated out the 12 I want to put black cats on. So now I guess I'm just gonna put the little assemble the cat. These look more like dog ears than cat ears. Like that could be a dog or a fox. Cute! I thought it was gonna look stupid, but it kind of like cute to just have like this little thing in the middle, you know? Or it kind of looks like a Mickey Mouse. I don't know what it looks like, but it does look like a cat. It kind of reminds me of the cat from Kiki's Delivery Service. I forget his name, but like Bobo or something. I don't know. But he has like really big ears and is like really skinny. And so like that's the vibe I'm getting, like really big ears on a tiny cat. All right, let me get these plated up on a tray, looking all nice, and then we'll give one of them a taste. All right, should we give one of these Black Cat Cupcakes a taste? I'll go for one that's kind of like messed up. I'm gonna try to get a bite with the black licorice, but I'm probably gonna get frosting all over my face. Okay, let's do it. While the black licorice was overpowering by itself, the sweetness of the cupcake really like tampers down the like intensity of the flavor. So I didn't mind the hint of licorice in the bite, but it was a texture thing. It was like the rest of the cake is so light, so fluffy, so airy, that to then have already chewed that and still have this gummy thing in your mouth to like process is a lot. But obviously the cupcake is delicious. I'm gonna have a sugar crash. No! All right, Black Cat Cupcakes from the Children's Party Halloween card. I thought these were really fun and really cute. If you like black licorice, I say give this a try. The fluffy frosting I had a lot of fun with. It was kind of messy to make, but pretty easy and pretty quick, and it was really fun to decorate with it. It felt like really professional. And it tasted really good. I feel like it elevated the box cake mix. So yeah, I had a good time. They tasted good. I think my friends are gonna enjoy when they come over tonight. So I give it 4 out of 5 red spoons. Okay, back in the box. Thank you so much for watching and happy Halloween. Please comment below and let me know what your favorite Halloween traditions are and what you'll be cooking and baking at this time of year. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, happy homemaking.